Alberta's opposition House leader says he regrets once firing a female employee because she complained about sexual harassment. But Jason Nixon says he and his United Conservative Party caucus are committed to ending harassment and abuse in the workplace. Nixon is the leader of the United Conservatives in the House until leader Jason Kenney wins a seat. Read more. United Conservative Party becomes official opposition, selects caucus leadership team. Last week, Nixon spoke out in the legislature against a bill that will toughen sanctions on workplace harassment, saying the industry has shown it can police itself. But new reports show that Nixon, while in private business a decade ago, was fined by ABC Human Rights panel after he fired a female employee at the behest of a contractor when she complained of sexual harassment. When Ms. Harrison contacted me to fill me in on what was taking place, I was appalled by what was taking place, Nixon said Tuesday. I was disappointed and I knew it was wrong then as I do now. We tried to create a situation where Ms. Harrison was safe on the job, one that she was comfortable with, and where she would not be interacting with this individual. Along the way, our client made the decision that they did not want Ms. Harrison on that job no more. Read more. What to do when confronted with workplace sexual harassment. We and I, as the leader of our organization, made a mistake at that point. I believe I should have pushed back very hard on my client at that point, made it clear that they had a responsibility to deal with this, and I probably should have terminated my relationship with that client. Watch below. Drive Melanie Peacock helps talks to Global News about recent high-profile sexual assault and harassment allegations. How human resources is changing and what people need to know if they're victims of inappropriate behavior in the workplace. Premier Rachel Notley says it was dishonest of Nixon to criticize proposed new workplace harassment rules without mentioning that he had been fined for firing a woman who had spoken out. Notley says if Nixon was her House leader he'd be out of a job immediately. Read more. A report shows over 40 incidents of sexual violence on campus in 2015-16. The Alberta Federation of Labour is also calling on the UCP to fire Nixon. Nixon is talking proof of why we need tougher laws against sexual harassment in the workplace, AFL President Gil McGowan said in a news release. He said someone with this kind of track record should not hold a position of authority. We're not just talking about allegations here, McGowan said. Nixon was found guilty by the BC Human Rights Tribunal of illegally firing a woman because she complained about being sexually harassed by one of Nixon's clients. McGowan said he sent a letter to Kenney asking him to fire Nixon. With files from Global News.